Hey kids, today I'm so excited. We're going out to the Old West and we're going to meet Gypsy Rose. You are going to love her. And we're going to meet the Rhinestone Roper, Dan Mink. Oh, this is going to be so exciting if you love horses, and I know you do.
Well, let's go over in the tent and let's see. Hey, look, there's Dan, the Rhinestone Roper. Dan, what's up?
How are you?
What's happening? Give me five.
Good
Lay
to
some
see
skin
ya.
on me there. Good to see you. Oh,
Good to see
wait a
you.
minute. Who is this?
This is Gypsy Rio.
Gypsy Rio.
Yes.
I love that name. Oh, baby. The kids are going to love this. We're going to talk all about horses and see. Horses are a boy's best friend.
That's
Am I
right.
right? Am I
That's
right?
right.
And
Cer-
girls too.
Certainly a cowboy or cowgirl's best friend.
Yeah, that's
for
right.
sure.
Well, what do we got? What was it? Gypsy.
Gypsy Rio.
I wanted to say Gypsy Rose Lee. That's not right.
No.
Gypsy Rio. Gypsy Rio. She is beautiful. What kind of horse is she, Dan?
You know, she's a cross between two different kinds. One is an Arabian horse, and the other is an American paint horse.
Oh, okay. Now, is this the kind of a horse that would have been in the Old West?
You know, the paint horse part of him would have been in the Old West.
Uh-huh.
The Arabian horse came from the Middle East, Arabia.
Whoa.
Those horses that do so well in the desert and
Yeah.
are very friendly. You know, those horses stayed in the tent with those Bedouin tribesmen.
Wow. She is a worldly horse. She's from all over the world, then.
He is.
What are we going to learn? What are we going to see today?
Well, I thought I'd answer the two most common questions I have about horses.
What's that?
One is, why do you brush your horse?
That's an excellent question. I was wondering that just this morning. I was laying in bed before breakfast and I'd say, people brush their horses, I wonder why.
That's right. People have cows. They don't brush their cows, but
I
they
don't know what
brush
their
their
problem is, but we love to brush our horses.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Well, there's two reasons.
All right.
If you watch horses out in the pasture or out in the wild, they're standing together and they're using their lips to massage each other right up here like my hand is.
Oh, yeah?
They
Yeah, yeah.
massage each other. That makes them feel good and makes them feel like they're comforted and have company.
Ooh.
So if I brush my horse, I simulate what horses do to each other, and that creates a bond between us. That means we'll be friends.
So horses need company.
They do.
Whoa.
Horses really need company.
Yeah.
In fact, a horse that's used to being with his friends, if you separate him, he gets really upset.
Uh-oh.
And there's good reason for that.
What is the reason?
Well, these horses evolved over millions of years, and they learned they have to protect themselves from predators, and that is things that eat meat.
Oh.
And that's, you know, lions and wolves and men.
Uh-oh.
Even protect-
Uh-oh.
They can smell the fact that most of us eat meat.
Can horses smell? They can smell?
They have a very good sense of smell.
They have a good sense of smell.
Yes.
Wow.
So they, over millions of years, they developed their defenses. They use their eyes and their ears and their nose to detect danger. And if they are in a crowd of other horses, they have a whole bunch of ears and eyes and noses to detect danger. So they have that company.
Aha!
And-
I got it. Now I know why Grandma likes to hang out at the social club.
Yeah.
Probably the same thing.
That's right. If you're at the racetrack and you hear those hooves beating coming down the race, it's very exciting. All the horses get excited, all the people get excited. I think that is because those horses listen for those hooves beating, and that means there's something out there to be afraid of. And every horse that can hear that gets ready to run themselves. They're just wondering what the problem is. So that's why they like company.
So beautiful.
Brushing the horse makes them feel like they have company and they're safe with me.
So now all the kids that are in 4-H all around the country who love horses, they know it's important to brush their horse.
Yes. And there's another reason the 4-H kids would brush your horse.
Another reason. What's that?
Partially because it looks good once you get done brushing it. And the other part is, when I put a saddle on this horse, the saddle makes him sweat and leaves marks. And the hair is kind of clumped up and sweaty. And this horse might roll on the ground to scratch his back. And when he does that, he picks up grass and other stuff from the ground and it's stuck to his back.
Oh.
I have to brush that off because next time I put the saddle on, that would rub on his back and rub on that little stick that might be on there and give him a sore on his back. So that's another reason we
Probably the
brush
same
our...
reason Grandma wants me to rub her back. I mean, she rolls in the dirt, and I don't want to get her a sore spot.
Do you let Grandma roll in the dirt?
Well, I don't let her. She just sneaks off.
Yeah,
She just sneaks off and does it. So I think the older she gets, the more she's reverting back to maybe her ancient roots from millions of years.
There you
Maybe
go.
she was a horse in a former life. I know she eats like one, so I mean, she might have been a horse in a former life. I'm not sure.
You're going to get in trouble when Grandma sees you.
Hey, I'm already in trouble. I can't get any deeper.
The other question people ask is, do horses bite?
Do they bite?
Do they bite, or do I have to be afraid of a horse?
Oh, I don't know.
And
that
actually,
horse is pretty big.
the horse is very big, and the horse has really big teeth. You want to smile at those folks? They see your teeth. Look at that.
Look at that. Oh,
that's him
beautiful.
smiling.
Look at that.
That's him smiling.
That's a beautiful smile. I could tell her a joke and she'd smile
That's
at it.
right.
That'd be
That's
wonderful.
Right. Did you read his T-shirt there, Grandpa Cratchet? Does that look good? He likes your T-shirt.
He likes
How
my
about that?
T-shirt. What do you get when you cross Batman, Robin, and a steamroller? You get Flatman and Ribbon.
Flatman and
She thinks that's
Yes,
funny.
sir.
Yeah.
You know, those horses develop ways to detect danger, and they develop ways to defend themselves from danger. One is those teeth. If a mountain lion catches that horse and the horse can't get away, he can use his teeth to bite that mountain lion.
Oh, baby.
So when they feel threatened, they might bite.
Yep.
The other defense is these legs. That's their main defense.
Look at these
Those legs, all these big muscles. That horse can run about 30 miles an hour.
30 miles an hour?
And he can go several miles.
That's further than my old truck can go, and faster too.
It's fast.
Unless it's downhill. I do pretty good downhill, but uphill, the horse is going to win, I think.
Their main defense is their speed with those legs. If they think there's any problem, they kick those legs a gear, they run about 2 miles, and then they stop and look back to see if there's anything to worry about. The first thing they do is run. But if they can't run, they can use either the front legs or the back legs to kick, or they can strike with the front. And those would really injure a person.
Yes.
A horse might kick the other horses they're out there playing with. They might kick them because they're playing, kick them lightly, or they might kick them because they're enforcing the pecking order. One horse might want to be the boss, and he's saying, "You pay attention to what I say, or I'll kick you."
So
that is one thing.
And he's got those horseshoes. Look at that. He's got those. Look at those toenails.
Those are toenails.
Those are toenails.
That's
Look at
absolutely
those.
right.
Whoa. How tall is this horse?
This horse is almost 16 hands. You measure a horse in hands. If I took my hand and put it to the ground and went up here like this, it would be about 16 hands high.
Now, let's say I'm a young person. One of my kids are watching, and they love horses, but they haven't been around horses too much. If they walk up to a strange horse, is that okay? Is that safe? What should they do to make friends?
That's really the issue, is if that horse knows you and trusts you. These horses, I walk behind them, I touch them, I turn them upside down, I do everything. I'm not worried about them kicking me or biting me, because they know me and they know I'm friendly and they know I'm the boss. If a young person, a small person comes up, they might treat that person like they don't know them. And if they're not in the mood, they might kick at that person like they kick at a dog.
So, safety first. You got to be
Safety
careful. It's always good to talk to the horse owner and be with the horse owner when you first meet a new friend that's a horse.
That's exactly.
Am I right?
That's
Am
exactly.
I right? Am I right?
You are right.
I am right.
That's what you need. Is you need the horse owner with you.
Hey, can he do a trick? Can he do any other trick?
He can do lots of tricks.
Lots of tricks. Oh,
Yo,
so this
horse-
horse is smart. How smart are horses?
Well, horses, see, that's the trick right there. I point at him and he smiles. That's not, horses don't really smile, but they make that face when they smell something weird. But he'll make that face when I point at him. And that works into our show. It makes him look like he's laughing at me. If I come up in front of him, if he knows what I'm doing, and hold my hand out, he'll probably shake my hand. Shake my hand. Look at that. And sometimes,
Look at that.
he takes my hat off my head. Hey.
Wait a minute. He
You're
took
right,
your
horse.
hat, Dan.
He took my hat. I'll get it here. I'll get my hat up there. Whoa!
Whoa! Now wait a minute. Did you see that? Whoa!
That was a bad boy.
That's a bad boy. Now that's a good boy.
Actually, he's trained to do that. I'm going to give him a treat because he did 3 tricks right there when I asked him to.
Oh.
And what I've given him is, we call that grain. We buy at the feed store. You can see little pieces of corn in there. And there's some oats.
He's trying to get some more treats there.
Yeah, he's getting some more.
There he goes.
He likes that.
Oh, how come he didn't bite you? What did he do? He used his lips, I think.
He's using his lips. Horses' lips are very sensitive, and they're very talented. He can take my hat. He could untie a knot if I asked him to, if I trained him to do it. But when I give him a treat, I kind of cut my hand so the treat doesn't fall out. But all the while, I'm protective of my fingers. I can feel his lips, and I press that treat up into his mouth with my flat palm. And I'm always concerned about him using those lips to pull one of my fingers into his mouth by mistake.
So another safety tip is you really shouldn't feed a horse unless you're trained. Hey, I need to be trained. The horse gets trained, I need to be trained.
That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. We all need to be trained.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to say hello? Sure, say hello real quick.
Yeah, he can say hello. There's a good boy. Yeah.
See, he's looking for a treat.
He's looking for a treat.
And this fellow stood right there next to this horse's nose. This horse is kind of trained to push. When I bend over, he just pushed me. Well, if he stands right there, this guy's going to get pushed, and it might not feel very good to him because he didn't expect it.
Yeah.
You know, that's why you need the horse's owner to be with you whenever you approach a new horse.
Well, it's wonderful.
Ask permission.
That's right.
You touch somebody
You
else.
always ask permission, and so you love your horses.
I do.
And so all the horse lovers at home, this has been awesome, Dan. We have learned so much about horses, some safety tips, and how fast they can run and stuff like that. You've been awesome. Thanks for coming to our YouTube channel. Say bye to all the kids at home.
Bye, kids.
Bye.
Bye, Grandpa.
Bye, fella. We'll see you out on the range. Yeehaw.
Wave
Party
goodbye
down,
to the
baby.
kids. Wave goodbye to the kids. Can you wave goodbye? He's going to wave goodbye.
He's going to wave goodbye. Thank you, guys. Bye. We'll see you again.
All right. Adios.
Well, we have learned a lot about horses. Number 1, brush your horse. It makes them feel at home and like you're friends with them and love them. Oh, they love that. Number 2, always ask before petting a horse that you don't really know, because they have different personalities and they might be scared of you. They might bite. Number 3, horses protect themselves by biting and kicking. Yeah. We also learned that horses find safety in groups. They know each other and they watch and they listen and smell for each other. Yes, they do. Oh, man. And number 5, horses have a very good sense of smell. They smell danger. They smell other animals that might attack them. Yep. And number 6, horses can run 30 miles an hour. Unbelievable. That's faster than my old truck can go. Maybe he would give me a tow. Well, thank you so much to Dan Mink, the Rhinestone Roper, and Gypsy Rose for telling us all about horses. Wasn't that awesome? Hey, maybe Dan can come to your big event and bring his trick horses, do his trick roping, his trick shooting, and lots more. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Gypsy Rose.
Hey kids, thanks for watching my video.